this is basically a drugstore sort of haul. These are makeup sort of items that are 10 of them for $10 or less. So if you're interested in seeing what I picked up on my shopping trip, then just continue watching this video. Okay, so I'm gonna actually start in kind of the section that's not necessarily a drugstore, but it's really drugstore prices. And even though I purchased it at this store that's not a drugstore, they are available in the drugstores. So what I'm saying is I'm going to start with this product. It's from the Real Canadian Superstore. It was in the Joe Fresh sort of line of makeup and makeup accessories and sponges and tools. It's the Joe Fresh cotton pads. They're 100% cotton makeup remover pads, a 100 count, and I bought them at the Real Canadian Superstore for $1.50. And I mean, if you're like me, you've probably been purchasing cotton makeup remover pads most of your adult life, as have I, and I have never ever purchased, I don't even think in my 20s, I never purchased makeup remover pads that were for $1.50. So if you're kind of getting low on your supply, run to the Canadian Superstore and pick yourself up the 100 count. I bought a couple of bags because, as you know, you put makeup on, you take makeup off. Need I say anymore? Of course, I'm kind of obsessed about sort of concealers and under eye sort of concealers in particular, and perhaps with all of my concealers I will do like a sort of concealer sort of match off, and we'll see which is the ultimate concealer of the ones I have, because I'm starting to gather quite a collection. But anyways, having said that, they had this beautiful one. This is called the Joe Fresh. This is the illuminating concealer. I tried to go online. I tried to like use my magnifying glass to see if there was a number, if there was like a color description, anything. There's nothing, and I didn't see any other shades. There might have been one other shade there that would be a little bit darker. I hope so, because that would be an atrociously bad selection of shades. This is very, very, very light, so obviously an illuminating concealer for people with fair complexion. So I would naturally assume that they wouldn't do one unless they had one for medium and dark, but it's a doe foot applicator. I'm just going to swatch it on my hand so you can kind of see. It's really sort of nice. It kind of has slightly sort of peachy undertones, which is kind of a nice change. And it's not too watery on the initial application. I put it on and worn it around the house, but I haven't actually worn it outside and done a real field test. So I can't give you my full recommendation. It doesn't have any sort of fragrance at all, which is really nice. It's nice and blendable. It seems very smooth. And when I put it on in the house the couple of times I didn't notice that it was setting into any fine lines and wrinkles or getting too greasy or oily or moving about. I found it to be quite nice. I don't remember having any just offhand problems with this actual concealer, and it just has a very, very slight, as you can see here, very slight sort of illuminating sort of property to it, but I think that's mostly because of the color base. Anyways, nice formulation, and I purchased this at the Real Canadian Superstore for $8, so I thought that was really great. And then as I was continuing along looking at all the huge selection of makeup they have at the Superstore, I have not gone there in ages, and it was near my house, and I just whipped in there for a couple of things, and I thought, I'm gonna check that makeup section. Wow, I was blown away. It's one of the largest makeup selections like for drugstore makeup I have ever seen. It's incredible. They have everything there as far as the drugstore lines. It was really amazing. Anyways, one of them, drugstore lines that you would know well about, is Wet n Wild. They have their full cosmetic line, and this is the Wet n Wild. This is the cover-all sort of primer. That's what it looks like there. It is 0.84 fluid ounces, so it's almost a full ounce. This was $5.99, and I was really excited to try it out because, first of all, it has some really amazing claims. On the back, let me just read it. It says, "This is the magic potion!" exclamation mark. It says that it refines pores, that it fills in fine lines, it brightens complexion, and it evens out your skin tone. Okay, so that seems a lot for a $5.99 primer. And I'm gonna say, having used it, I don't know about some of those claims, but I do know one thing. For $5.99, if you say you're a makeup primer, you should at least be able to do just one job, and that one job should be, you should be able to adequately prime my skin so that it is ready to receive the makeup I put on it, and then hold it in place until I'm ready to take it off at the end of the day. If you don't mind the texture of this stuff, because you're gonna see why in a minute, it's very odd texture. It'll take you back to your childhood days or even preschool. This is what the primer looks like. You can see it's very white. And if that doesn't remind you of Elmer's glue, and even the slight smell, slightest sort of ironically similar to Elmer's glue, if you can just get over that, it is really fairly nice to put on. It's a little bit tacky, obviously, as a primer should be, but it really nicely prepares the skin. I put it on just sort of all over at the regular places, and then I applied my makeup after, and again, my makeup didn't go anywhere. So really, it holds up to the one job that it should do. The other claims, I don't know, you'll have to purchase it yourself and see if you actually think that it sort of evens out your skin complexion, minimizes your pores, and helps with fine lines and wrinkles. But at the very least, it kept my makeup in place. It didn't move around, so I'm really happy with it. So if you're checking out the Superstore's makeup section, it's another product, the Wet n Wild Coverall Primer for your makeup. Try it out and see if you like it. You really don't have that much to lose. So the next one, I have purchased this line of lip liners probably since my early 20s, and I have always loved them. They are a really good Canadian line of makeup. Well, this time they had this display, and it's the Annabelle. This is the actual kohl sort of eyeliners. Excuse me. And I picked this up. You can see the color base. Yes, it's blue. I know, shocking for all my friends who know I absolutely adore blue. But I don't adore eyeshadow blue. It's kind of a trend that's been going around, and quite frankly, it's a little bit terrifying to want to go back to those horrible days where you're actually putting on blue eyeshadow. I don't think I could go back that far. But having said that, first of all, these kohl eyeliner pencils by Annabelle are only $5.99. This is in a royal marine blue. I'm going to swatch it out for you. It is just a beautiful, beautiful blue. And I thought, you know what though? I certainly could do a look at the waterline or the lower lash line with a little bit of this blue to give sort of my overall sort of eyes a little pop of color when I want it. And for the price and the fact that it's Annabelle and it's Canadian, it was just a definite yes for me. So I'm really excited about that. But they had lots of different colors, and I couldn't resist picking up another one. This is in the color violet, which is probably my second favorite color to blue. And I thought, again, this would be really, really beautiful if I wanted to do kind of a nice sort of smoky eye. I could imagine that with kind of like a nice soft sort of gray as well for a nighttime look. But anyways, $5.99 for the Annabelle Kohl eyeliners at the Real Canadian Superstore. An amazing find. Okay, and then the last thing that I bought at the Superstore as I was going through kind of stopped me dead in my tracks. Notice this particular makeup line in any other drugstore. Certainly not in London Drugs, not in Shoppers Drug Mart. So anyways, maybe it's been in Shoppers or Superstore for a while. But what I'm talking about is Milani. So I have seen Milani makeup being like reviewed on YouTube and all kinds of social media and blogs. And I thought, I guess it's just one of those makeups that I'm just going to have to order online if I want something from the line. But lo and behold, there it was in the makeup section at the Real Canadian Superstore, and they had the baked blushes, which everybody says is amazing for the Milani makeup line. So this is the baked blush. This is $9.99. It's in the color Dolce Pink, which is the color 01, and I thought it was really sort of fun. And in the package, of course, you get the blush, and then at the back you get this really cute little sort of compact, and then you also get the blush brush as well. So I mean, throwing that in your purse, kind of, it has everything ready to go. It's just really fun. And I think there's nothing more youthful than this beautiful sort of fresh, soft pinks for the spring and summer. I think when you put them on your cheek, they just sort of look so youthful and so lovely. And you know, you obviously need a light hand. And yes, people, this has shimmer in it. I thought it was kind of a more sophisticated sort of shimmer. I generally also buy blushes that are matte colors, and then in the end I put on sort of highlighters and strobing sort of powders anyways. So I thought I would just kill two birds with one stone and try this rather sophisticated sort of shimmer to this beautiful sort of soft pink, that it sort of gives this very, so you can see this really soft pink, and then when the light hits it, it has definitely that highlighting sort of effect. So I think for the summertime, that beautiful soft pink just on the high points of your cheeks would look really pretty. So don't judge me because I purchased like shimmering baked blush. I think I'm willing to give it a try and see actually if it's nice, and then I can save my more expensive sort of strobing powders and highlighters. I don't even know how many sort of shades of the Milani baked blush they have. I would say there's quite a few, but I am just over the moon that we even have Milani as a drugstore line now available. Now I can go to the Superstore and I can purchase many more of the Milani products. So super stoked about that. Okay, and then the next product I want to talk to you about, I found I was going to London Drugs. I wasn't even going there to buy makeup. I know, right? It's a shocking, I know, but I was there to buy shampoo, and I stumbled upon the display of Burt's Bees products, and they had their brand new Burt's Bees moisturizing lipsticks. These were launched just this spring. They come in 14 really beautiful shades, lots of shades. I mean, I could have spent a little more time picking 2 or 3 of them. They retail for $7.99. Obviously have beeswax in them, but they're also infused with a raspberry seed oil, and when you smell them, that's exactly what it smells like. It actually smells like fresh raspberries, and I love raspberries. So anyways, I'm going to swatch it out for you. There is the actual color. This is in the color 501, which is Blush Basin. They are beautifully pigmented. You can see that. They are so moisturizing, absolutely beautiful. I thought the actual packaging was right on point. I mean, look at that. With the little honeycombs for the bees, how totally adorable. And again, it's one of those grown-up products where it's like a kind of grown-up version of your favorite chapstick or your lip balm. Throw it in your purse for the summer when your lips are a little dry and put it on, and you will have a lovely sort of color with that beautiful moisturizing property that Burt's Bees is known for. So really great product. Oh, like my hands are all swatched up. Okay, so now we're moving on to Shoppers Drug Mart, and there I purchased the last sort of 3 products. This product I'm going to talk about now, I saw somebody doing a review of one of the facial scrubs in the line, and then I saw this one and I was like, ooh, this is definitely for me. And what I'm talking about is the St. Ives. These are the facial scrubs. These are the new ones, the Even and Bright one. This is Pink Lemon and Mandarin Orange facial scrub. I know, like, doesn't that sound amazing? Anyways, these retail for $7.99 at Shoppers Drug Mart, and it is 150 milliliters, so it's a really nice size. And what's nice is there's a couple of things. Everything in here is naturally derived. It tells you, actually, there's a gauge on the actual back, so I'm not sure if you can see that, as the lights are so horrible in here. But anyways, this gauge will tell you actually how intense the facial scrub or the exfoliant will be, and this one is right in the middle at moderate. There is a light and then there is a deep exfoliating one, and that's kind of handy when you initially pick up the package. Like I said, naturally derived, hyperallergenic, and paraben free, and the best part is the smell. Pink Lemonade and Mandarin Orange facial scrub. Come on, you guys know me. I love citrus, any grapefruit, any lemons, any limes, oranges, you name it. That is my scent. I could, like, literally every bath product, hair shampoo could be like loaded up with some kind of citrus or fruit smell would be perfectly fine for me. Scrub once a week. Ooh, it'd be so beautiful. Not check out some of these new lines of facial scrubs by St. Ives. They are like amazing so far. Anyways, they smell amazing. Okay, and then the second last product is again not a new product, but it's new to me. I haven't tried it. Is the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencils, and you probably will not be able to see that, or can you? This is in the color 611, which is yogurt. It doesn't really give a good description of it. Basically, it's like a jumbo pencil in sort of a shimmering sort of copper color that kind of has sort of hints of sort of rose gold sort of to it. And I thought it would be a really great sort of eyeshadow base for the summertime, especially when you want to do sort of like a shimmering sort of copper and all over sort of bronzy, natural, sun-kissed look for the summer. I thought this would just go perfect. And I love the idea of the simplicity of jumbo pencils. And this is not one of the ones that twist ups at the base. It's a true jumbo pencil. You just need a jumbo sharpener to sharpen it. And these retail for $6.99. And there was 24 shades of these from the NYX website. The last product is of a line that so many people really like. It's from London. It is Rimmel London I'm speaking of, and I'm going to try it again with the Maxi Bronzer Rimmel London Sun Shimmer. This is in the color Sunstar 004. It is beautiful, sort of, it's got natural mineral oils. It is nicely milled, sort of very satiny, that sun-kissed natural glow or kiss about your face for the summertime. And the best part about this bronzer, it's water resistant, which is awesome. So you know when you're a little spritzy, it's not going to be running all over your face, which is really nice. And this retailed for $8.99 at Shoppers Drug Mart. So I'm really excited to try that for the summer as well. I hope you really sort of like this little video, my 10 for $10 and under. Maybe there was a few items here that you saw that you might want to check out. At the very least, if you haven't gone to Superstore's makeup section, then I suggest you go and check it out. They have amazing selection of makeup. It is really fun sort of for a makeup junkie like myself. If you're like me, then you'll enjoy that. All the other drugstore items can be purchased also in the United States and can be purchased in Ireland and the UK. If you've not subscribed to my channel AbFab, then just click, I think it's in one of these corners. I never can figure that out. And of course, it doesn't cost you anything at all. You just click on the subscribe button and come back week after week, and we will just hang out and talk about all things to do with makeup. So until then, everybody have an absolutely fabulous week. Bye for now.